So there was a brawl at Fenway Park. Did you catch the first part there? Willson Contreras, a Venezuelan catcher and first baseman, came up with the Chicago Cubs, would hear this remark from Cade Cavalli, the pitcher for the Washington Nationals. Cade Cavalli is from Oklahoma, born in Oklahoma, and even played for Oklahoma. Would it surprise you if he were to follow Turning Point USA on Instagram? Probably not. Now, we've seen this before in sports.
I haven't knocked nobody out in about 20 years. Dance for me, boy. Dance for me, son. Dance for me.
From Irishman Conor McGregor saying it to Floyd Mayweather in the build-up to their mega bout that generated a ridiculous amount of money. NBA player Russell Westbrook. It's actually happened to him multiple times. In Utah, years prior, a Jazz fan, seen here at the bottom of the screen, was captured in a video by reporter Eric Woodyard clapping at Russ when he was doing a pregame dance. He would loudly yell in his section, which were, and I quote, "Here we go, boy." When Russ told him that was offensive and to stop doing it, the man would clap once more and say it again. Russ would then converse with security, put his arms around them, and just simply inform them of what just transpired. Then we would also see how this word being used as a weapon would transpire in public.
What you gonna do, boy? What you gonna do in here with everybody here, man? What you gonna do? Get your ass up there and get your...
What that?
Hey!
Lo and behold, we must go back to the roots, okay? Look no further than the Ash v. Tyson Foods case, when a manager called two black employees boy, and this would reach the Supreme Court. The Harvard Law and Policy Review's Brandon Lozides would write, "Southerners have become accustomed to all manner of subtle racism, but there is nothing subtle about calling a black man boy. As we know, this has deep historical roots. During the Jim Crow era, white folks used boy to deliberately disrespect grown men, black men at that, on purpose. It was not an accident, it was a tool. In addition, using this term reflects racial inequality from past historical contexts." Basically, it goes like this. Historically, white people routinely described black men as boys to suggest they weren't on equal footing with them, both during and after enslavement. Black people weren't viewed as full-fledged people, but as mentally, physically, and spiritually inferior beings to white people. Calling black men boys was one way to express the racist ideologies that continue to this day. As we were putting this together, an update came across the timeline, and I want to bring that to you right now. So, Cade Cavalli would go public with the Nationals' president of baseball operations. His name is Paul Taboni. And this occurred today, Wednesday. Cavalli said, this is via Yahoo Sports, he did not mean to use the term in a disparaging way, and he's learned a lot since Tuesday's confrontation. He also said he learned there's a history behind that word and added it'll never happen again. Then Tabani said Cavalli's choice of words was, quote, not ideal. He said he believed Cavalli wasn't aware the term boy could cause a negative reaction from folks. And then after speaking to his pitcher, he said he now understands it and will eliminate it from his vocabulary. Now, this is from Defector. Defector.com's Chris Thompson. This was well put, too. To hear Cavalli tell it, he felt like he and Contreras were engaged in a specific thing back in the first inning. The catcher bumped Cavalli while coming off the field, an act the latter interpreted as hostile. Cavalli would say, I'm walking off the field. He obviously sees me and just gets close as he can, brushes me. It's a weird thing. I was caught off guard. I think we all know Willson. He's a competitive guy. He'll do stuff to get under your skin. The two would disagree on whether Contreras apologized. I believe Willson Contreras said he did. Cavalli would deny that there was any intent or any thought whatsoever behind his choice of words. Now, this is very key. I don't know. This is a quote. I don't know. I just lose my head in it. I'm competitive. I told him to sit down. He would say, quote, it's not a big deal. Now, what goes through my head is he is leaving out the whole reason that this is even a discussion. The whole reason this is even a story. I agree. Telling someone to sit down is not a big deal. When you say, sit down, boy, big deal. Big deal. So, what I also don't like about any of this is that, look, I'm not asking him to write like a whole paper, all right, on it. But considering that he is from Tulsa, and there is a rich history there, including the race riots. Look, I don't know what they're taught in high school there. All right, I don't know. But the Tulsa Massacre, I mean, I don't know. I feel like he would have some idea, just some idea of what this harkens back to, which is a deeply dark time in our country's history. It is of Jim Crow. It is of segregation. It is of white supremacy. I would just hope that he will stick to his words and never say this ever again. And I hope that he will have that reflection that if someone were to say it in his presence, to also tell them, am I getting my hopes up? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. But this is a defining moment in someone's career where it will be attached to him for quite some time. It is also my hope that he would try to make good out of something that is so negative and so, again, just deeply racist and deeply problematic. So we'll see. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.